tutorial on how to use beatbox made by a super cool person aka me or something I don't know. So for this I'm using Pandora's box since it has sampled instruments, more scales, and beatbox is down for my stupid bad phone right now. For settings, you can press show piano keys to show the notes you are using or whatever. You can use an active scroll, which I highly recommend. And you can put show all channels, but I just do that usually while recording raw. You can insert channels, which are just more instruments, and insert bars, which adjust the song length. There's also a button for the specific song length you want. You can also adjust the tempo, scales, and key. I'm using key C in a free scale, which I am going to switch to major in a second here. Press on the thingy up here to add notes. Now I've done some cool notes in a short tune. Now I'm going to adjust the instrument. You can adjust the frequencies and how it fades in and out. You can also adjust the instrument's feedback and algorithm. You can click and drag up, down, not directly on a note, usually above, and below it to adjust the note's specific volume and fade. You can click and drag up and down on the note for the note to kind of shift or slide to another one. This is just me changing the frequencies to show you how to do that. Press on the button next to type to change the instrument. You have sampled ones and presets, all of which are adjustable to your liking. The frequencies ones or FM ones are the only ones I'm actually good at and can explain adjusting. Sorry. On the bottom you have the drum channel S, which you can use to make some cool beats. These channels are also adjustable, but the only thing I usually adjust tends to be the volume. I'm using the octave scroll bar to switch octaves since this instrument sounds far too deep. The purple thingy on the bottom means what part you are looping at the moment. It does not affect the song when you export it. You can click and drag to stretch or squash it to whatever you are looping. I'm going to make a new song, using a major scale. While I do this, feel free to play around with beepbox or pause the video. You can export the song to your files. I'll show you mine in a second. So that's the tutorial. Of course I didn't show you everything because then this would be hell to export, but I showed you what I know. Follow my SoundCloud at CorioFanable for music made by me. Please